Oh, hey guys. Christ. How's it going, guys? I know I haven't made videos for a long time and my camera is too far away. Boy. God damn it. So, what was I doing? I was trying to draw my main character from my imagination, but as you can see, God damn it. I keep forgetting what the camera is. I need a new camera. As you can see, that doesn't work out as well as you think. So, but why am I trying to draw my main character is because, I don't know, it sounds silly, but I was really inspired by many cartoons, especially action cartoons, and I have some ideas for many different, shows. I have one show I have in mind that is similar to Invader Zim, comedy, but it's kind of like comedy and action show. Then I have an action show or a superhero show that is similar to Generator X, Samurai Jack, and Spider-Man. And I have another show that is just an inspiration from Samurai Jack, and I have 3 different show ideas, but I have no idea because I don't know, I have crazy imagination and I want to make my superhero show as a reality. I want to make it a cartoon show, but as you can see, a lot of these animation companies are making like really crappy decisions. Cartoon Network, 11-minute episodes only, and only comedy cartoons that are, I know, half-assed or good. We don't care. Just comedy. Who cares about action shows? Because it's not like action shows have any story or whatever, because parents are too nitpicky with action. But here's the thing, there are barely any good cartoon shows, and I actually one of those people who wants to make a good cartoon show that anyone can enjoy. Kids, teenagers, adults, anyone. And I want to make 20-minute episodes, but I don't know people who could help me to create that kind of show a reality. I don't know if I should start a Patreon or whatever to make this kind of thing a reality, because I have a really good idea for that superhero show that is kind of that starts so similarly to Gravity Falls first episode, which is also another inspired cartoon who was made by Alex Hirsch. And I also came up with another episode idea that is actually a real dark episode, and that is an inspiration from Danny Phantom, another great show from the episode The Ultimate Enemy, and I want to make that show a reality. But I don't know if people would watch these kind of shows, because I have a name for that cartoon show called The Dragon Warrior, but a lot of people think it's an unoriginal and it's not good, but I could still have some thoughts about this, but I want to make cartoon shows live again, because a lot of superhero kind of shows are treated like a joke. Teen Titans Go, Powerpuff Girls 2016. Man, it's hard to name that show. And Ultimate Spider-Man, Avengers Assemble, Hulk, and Agent of Smash. A lot of these superheroes have some kind of action, but at the same time it focuses more on comedy than on it is basically 80-90% comedy and 20 and 10% action seriousness, and that is real disappointing me, because the only show I'm really looking forward to is Samurai Jack on Adult Swim. And basically, I heard rumors that the show is a continuation of the original show that came out on Cartoon Network. And Samurai Jack was my biggest childhood ever. It made my childhood awesome, and Jendy Tartovsky is one of my personal favorite animators, one of my personal favorite heroes, and he made great shows like Dexter's Laboratory, Samurai Jack, Symbionic Titan. Even though Symbionic Titan lived like one freaking season, that is criminal. And he also worked with Craig McCracken, who worked on Wonder Over Yonder, Powerpuff Girls, and Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, and many other shows. And he helped with some of the episodes of the Powerpuff Girls with Craig McCracken, and that is awesome. And seeing these legends just being shoved off is freaking criminal. And there's also a Patreon for one of my also one of my favorite Cartoon Network shows, Codename Kids Next Door. There was actually a continuation planned for Codename Kids Next Door called Galactic Kids Next Door, and Patreon was open, and a lot of people wanted to greenlight this show, but the Cartoon Network were like, nope, no serious, no action, no, we're done with this show, and that is really saddening to me. And I don't know if many people are gonna watch this video, but I really want to create cartoon shows that everyone can enjoy, and that superhero idea is crazy. And I think, I don't know who would help me animate this. I am thinking like the people who worked on Avatar: The Last Airbender or whatever, and I don't know if they would help me to create the show in reality, because I am thinking because the show will probably take place in my hometown, in my city, and because my city is pretty historic, and it could make a great animated show, because our city is barely known, even our country, and I want to make my city more exciting, because there are many things happening in my city, there are many exciting things. But you can learn a lot of history from my city, and I was on a tour with my aunt a few days ago, and that was real fun. And I don't know if people would watch a show like this, because I don't know, because what do you guys think? If my dream is okay? Because I really want to make my dream come true. Ever since I was a kid, I loved cartoons. They gave my childhood inspiration. They gave me so many things, and some people say I have talent for drawings. I even drew a lot of, but I don't have that much of a talent. I can draw really well characters from my imagination. No, I'm not imagination from Google Images, but from my imagination, I really suck at, and I really want to learn more how to draw better, because I really want to make my animated show a reality, and I want to I want to revive the action cartoon series. And sorry, goddamn, I ate chips and drank some Sprite. Goddamn, says I need a new computer and a camera, and a freaking camera. I will not be able to buy the camera because my family are nitpicky and shit, and they won't let me to have fun, because grown-up stuff, you know, because fun is just not optional anymore, and everything needs money nowadays. Hell, in the near future, we need to pay like, I don't know, €2 or $2 to even get out of the fucking house. And because me and my dad went to, also tomorrow I need to go back to that place, but me and my dad, I'm kind of officially not an employee. I never had worked before, and stuff like that. And I really want to make my show a reality. And what do you guys think of? I don't know. It's really hard to explain, because my idea is a lot of people like my superhero show idea, and I'm gonna tell you guys. Basically, the show starts with a main character, with a 17-year-old character named Richard, which is a character based off of me, because you know, my life hasn't been easy, and he's a high schooler, and and one day he wanted to get out the house to get away from his crazy family because her mother is a workaholic, his dad has trouble finding a job, and so forward. And he took a stroll in the forest near his house, and when he took a stroll, he tripped on a branch, but instead of a branch, it was some kind of sword that was buried in the forest. And the main character picks up the sword and just walks home and hides the sword. When he goes to bed at night, he has a vision of a war between magical people with magic and dragons. And because of that, the main character consults with his best friend, who's a genius, who works on technology and such, and he shows him the sword, and he's like, what the hell is that? And for some reason, they don't know what to do with the sword, and they leave the sword at his friend's place. You know, Richard leaves the sword at his friend's place, and he takes a stroll in the street because it's Sunday or Saturday or something, and he then took a stroll, and he sees an old lady crossing a street, and green light comes in, and she was about to get hit by a car or a truck, and then the main character then activates his special abilities that came from the sword. He teleports at the lady and grabs her and teleports quickly at the same place he teleported from. And the main character is scared and he doesn't know what to do. And later in the series, he and his best friend decide to keep these powers a secret and use these amazing abilities to fight crime, save people's lives, and stop any weird magical activities that are happening on Earth. And I don't know if people would like that kind of idea, because a lot of people, it's not a Marvel or DC or any other show. It's basically more like the show is similar to Danny Phantom, American Dragon, Jake Long, and Randy Cunningham, 9 Great Ninja. And I want to make a show that is not based on Marvel or DC, because a lot of superhero shows are, I don't know if I can call today's superhero shows, because nowadays everything needs to focus on comedy, and that is saddening, because some shows need some seriousness in their lives, because real life is not, Humpty-Dumpty, haha, laughs and stuff like that. It's really a serious business. And also for my cartoon show idea, the main character also struggles with his choices in life, who he wants to be, what he is. He kind of studies computer engineering, but he realizes it's not really his thing. He still has troubles to figure out what he is, while also being a masked vigilante and fighting crime and magic people and stuff like that. But it's not anything like Steven Universe, because like I said, the main character holds a fucking sword, a magical sword, but I am thinking some crazy ideas, because I want to make the character not a killer, because a lot of people just result in violence and stuff like that. He trains with the sword to use the sword magically, like he doesn't cut people in half and stuff like that. Guy kind of like he glows, he has tattoos around his body, and he senses people's chi or chakra or whatever, and he points at these parts and just shuts them down, or just take them down non-lethally, stuff like that. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but it's really will be a real great show and a real complicated one. Tell me guys in the comments what you guys think of my cartoon show idea. I know I haven't done anything gaming related for a while, because I have a lot of things to do. I need to start finding a job, because my family just throw 100 things in my face because they don't understand, because computer engineering, the biggest problem is not that I don't know how to build computers. So some things I don't know, but it's like 50-50. But I only studied one. I studied that subject for only like a half a year because my school sucked ass. And two, finding a job for a computer engineer is I like to call it impossible because there are barely any job applications for computer engineers in my country. So that's also another problem. There are barely left. It's like it's impossible to find a job for a computer engineer because even for my dad, he doesn't work as a computer engineer, but he is something else, and he struggled to find a job for 2 years, and that is the biggest problem because in my country it's really hard to find a job and it's kind of impossible, and finding a good job is really hard to do even in real life in other countries as well, I think, and it's not that easy. I always try to tell that to my dad. We had an argument in the car when we left my school, and next year I probably start college studying computer engineering. I know how that will work out, but let's see how that will work out, but finding a job is not that easy, and my dad is like, how long will you think about finding a job? It doesn't happen like, 1 millisecond you find a job and people are like, yay, you're hired and you're gonna do great. No, in real life doesn't work that way. I think my family doesn't understand that, but they say they do, but they don't, because we live in a time now that things really get complicated, and nowadays people are just hiring idiots for making shitty stuff. But I don't know. What do you guys think of my cartoon show idea? Will you like the show to be a reality, guys, or not? Because I don't know, because I am thinking to write a script for the show, but writing is also real hard. It's really hard to come up with something original. I have only few episode ideas, but I don't know how long the first season will be, because I'm thinking to add another Summer at Jacksonville to the second season, kind of like a finale. For the first season, I'm leaving a cliffhanger and then start the second season. But we all know how companies do. No town sales, cancel the show, and that is really disappointing because people don't understand. We live in the future. The kids aren't interested in toys anymore, which is disappointing. Nowadays, kids are in their stupid iPads when they're in the age of 3, and they play these crappy Call of Duty games, and I don't know. It's not like I super hate Call of Duty, but I don't know. But what do you guys think of my show idea? God damn it, I'm asking the same question all day. Sorry guys, I'm just fucking tired. So many shit is thrown in my face, and because reality sucks, and yeah. But anyways, write in the comments what you think of this cartoon show idea. Would you want to watch it or not? Write in the comments, and also like this video and share it with other people. And I will see you all later or whatever.